What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Tuesday, May the 16th, 2023. Today we are getting started. First of all, I want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Hope you all got to enjoy your weekend. Thank you all for the sacrifices that you have made for all of us, because there would not be a person listening to this video or even on this planet had it not been for a mother. So I would just want to take this time to say thank you to all the mothers, and I want to give them a quick round of applause. Now, let's go ahead and get started. So we're talking about Novatech, and there's been some announcements. There's been some updates that are kind of pertinent to what we do here at BOJ. We are people that bring our own opinions and our own experiences about different things that we are involved with in this vast crypto space, in this passive income space. And Novatech has made some announcements in their official Novatech group that could affect us. Now, before I get started in what I read and what my opinion is on that, I want to remind everyone that I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I'm not your financial advisor. All right, I'm just a dude on YouTube sharing with you guys how I'm cranking out that crypto in many different platforms, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, hit subscribe. You want to be notified, hit the bell, and please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man in the comment section or the help me line, because they're not here to help you. So don't get scammed by them, all right? Don't let them have anything that you have, all right? Let's go ahead and get started and talking about it. So, of course, we have the news that the United States has no longer, or is no longer allowing any new United States residents. This is something that came out a few days ago. There wasn't really an official announcement yet about that from Novatech, but it was posted in their support channel, and as pretty much adding us to a list of other countries that Novatech will no longer be allowing new members. Now, I have read a few things in a few groups that may apply. I'm going to start with what is in the Novatech official Telegram group. So I'm going to go there, Novatech News Official. This can be accessed in your back office and all that great stuff. Well, actually, as I'm looking here now, I don't seem to see that same note. Now, let me see if I can't find the note somewhere. Let me see, because I do believe it was sent to me. And I'm not sure if this was just an emotional note. I can't tell because it's not here exactly now. But I have found access to it, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share it with you guys what was posted. And then I'm going to talk about my opinion on it. So I'm just loading it up right now. So give me a second, as I did not know that it was taken down from the official Telegram. All right. Here we go. And here we go. All right. So here it is. And I want to shout out to my guy, Tune In to TJ. Shout out to Tune In to TJ. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, make sure you do that. He's another Novatechian, and he also brings information on different updates that we receive. Now, I'm going to read this note. This was something that was, again, it was posted in the Novatech News official group, where there are just south of 30,000 members as far as this screenshot is concerned. Excuse me. And if I'm looking on the actual one, it's still just south of 30,000 members. So there's a lot of people that look at this, right? So because there's a lot of people that look at this and that see this, the things that get posted in this group are very important to me, right? I hold them in high regard because this has been stated as the Novatech official group, right? So when things pop up in there and then they disappear, sometimes I wonder if it's just because of the reaction that it got, or was it actually even cleared by the CEO, because this is obviously, for me, reading this note, this is not a note that came directly from the CEO, all right? But I'm just bringing news here. I'm bringing what I find, and of course, because I am a Novatechian, this does affect me. And of course, with all the different news going on with customers from the United States or wherever countries have been put on the no new customers list, this kind of stuff is important. So let's go ahead and read it. Some of you have been reading it already. It says, "Great day, Novatech family. Today is a new day for new ideas. So I would like to coin the phase or phrase, I believe you meant to say, Mindful Mindset Monday, aka MMM. Let us all be mindful of what Novatech has done for so many of us in the past and what it can do for us moving forward." Now, pause for a second. I want to just share my opinion. This is a true fact, right? So, of course, the beginning is just the start of what they would like to call the MMM phase, where they're just taking Mondays to be pretty much grateful for everything that Novatech has done, just to remind people, hey, look, especially on these days where we're able to withdraw, which is supposed to be Mondays, it's good to remind people what Novatech has been able to do for almost 5 years now. It's been one of the platforms out here that has pretty much single-handedly, unprecedentedly done in length what a platform has never done. So let's go ahead and finish off. Let us all protect what we have by keeping our business in-house. Let us all remind those who share our business in the streets, it's not cool, it's not right, and we will not stand for it. Let us hold each other accountable. These guidelines can be found in Novatech FX policies, procedures, Section 7, trademark, literature, advertising. If we see someone posting or sharing our Novatech business in a public or social media platform, or even giving their personal opinion as to what Novatech has posted in their back office or their private Novatech Telegram group, please report that person or people belonging to any Novatech group that you are a part of. Letting that group leader know so that she or he can remove it from the group. This way, we can start to cut them off from our family business. They will not be able to give the ammunition to those who want to fire the gun at us and shut us down. It all starts with a positive mindset. See something, say something, and we all get to withdraw something. Teamwork together, each achieve more with more weeding out reckless kind. So I guess they had a little play on words with teamwork, a little acronym that they put together, or whoever posted this put together. Now, I'm going to share my opinion on this really quickly and why it affects us, right? And why it's kind of crucial that, we see it here, and then, of course, when we go back to the Telegram group, it's no longer there. So, in my opinion, when you tell us or tell the community that we can't talk about things on social media, at this point in my journey, it's not a huge surprise. We have had other platforms that we have had to stop talking about, which you may have seen an abrupt end in videos on my channel. Of course, from a YouTube standpoint, as a YouTuber that just shares his own opinion and his own journey, we're not capped by YouTube in what we're able to share about Novatech. It is Novatech. Novatech is the only reason I even held a, I even stopped sharing some of the things that I was sharing about Novatech, right? Because Novatech decided that it was a part of their compliance not to show back office and different things like that, right? That's something that we don't do. But when things show up in the Telegram groups and there's information that people need about Novatech and there's information that affects me personally here at BOJ, which is the most important thing, because I'm just sharing my journey. I'm not here to share everyone else's journey. I'm just here to share mine, right? So when it specifically says, or giving their personal opinion as to what Novatech has posted in our back office or their private Novatech Telegram group, and then it says, please report that person or people. Now, in my personal opinion, with all the FUD that is going on out there, and we love Cynthia here. Don't get it twisted before I say this. We love Cynthia's leadership. I believe that she is a stand-up woman. I believe that her and Eddie and Ricardo are doing the best that they can to right this ship, okay? I want to make sure that it is clear, all right? But also what I'm saying is Novatech needs people like us. They need people like us that believe in Novatech and what it's doing and have the influence and have the ears and have the eyes of the community, especially when Cynthia may not be the one that likes to give consistent updates all the time. Now, I can tell by the wording of this note that it doesn't sound like Cynthia to me. I don't believe this this is Cynthia. Now, I don't know that to be a complete 100% fact, but there's definitely some information out there that says that this is not Cynthia. And we'll touch on that in this video as well. And of course, with it being now gone from the Telegram group, I do believe that maybe there were some points in here that may have not been worded the correct way, because I know I had some questions, right? And we're actually going to have a guest on today at 11, and we're going to talk about some of those questions that we have. And you might know who that guest is. I'm going to spill the beans. It's DAP. We're going to be talking to DAP today around 11 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. But when this kind of stuff pops up, and it pops up in a group that has 30,000 people, and you have a person like myself and tune into TJ and many other people that bring the positive information and the negative information, of course, because it's our journeys we're just talking about Novatech. I do believe Novatech needs people like us. It's the folks like us that are helping to calm the seas in a sense. Now, we're not telling people what to think. We're not trying to impose a certain way of thinking on anybody. We're just trying to share what it is that is our opinion based on our experiences. And it seems like at times there can be contradictory statements in the Novatech official group. So some may pop up and stay, and some may leave, obviously. So we're just keeping an eye on that. But I had to get on here and respond to that. One, because it's not there anymore, I don't plan on taking any of the Novatech content that I have down. I'm going to need to hear an official notice from Novatech, emailing me, calling me, whatever it is that they need to do, from the people that control compliance and have the ability to put me out of Novatech. I need to hear from them telling me that what I'm doing is wrong, because we are still free to share our personal opinions. There is nothing that blocks us from doing that except for the care of the community and the actual platform. We want it to stay. So there's certain things that we won't bring to this channel, of course, because they have asked us to. Now, I don't know this is as, of course, like I said, it's not there anymore, so I can stop the share. It's not there in the Telegram anymore, okay? I don't see it. As far as I'm concerned, it has been taken down, and the last notice came on May the 7th, all right, where it was talking about some of the bonus withdrawal issues that they were having. Now, I'm also in another group, and there was a post in this group from a person named Kevin Brown, and I don't exactly know what his rank is or what his position is, but I found most of this information to be something that could apply to the United States people, and I feel like folks need to hear this. And some of you may know who some of these leaders are that I'm going to mention. They're in another team, but they seem to have the ear of Cynthia, at least for a moment. Now, as I go through this, I don't know exactly how much of this is 100% accurate, because I've heard conflicting information. But I'll go ahead and share this with everyone, because I think there are some components of this that need to be shared as we move forward with Novatech, wherever you may be, okay? So here's the note. It says, the USA is grandfathered in. Cynthia decided to leave the United States, not the other way around, to do the factors, not the other way around, due to all the factors happening in the world, just like Binance walking away from Canada. Cynthia has no intention of closing down Novatech. If you are a member living in the United States, okay, so this is what may apply to you, right? Unless Novatech sends you a message, you are not allowed to enroll people who have an address in the United States or any address in any of the restricted areas, okay? Not necessarily new information, all right? Next, you are not allowed to add new money to your trading account. Now, that is new information. As people that have, as a person, I'm talking about myself, that has been adding to his trading account, and I've even done my first withdrawal from my trading account in the beginning of this month. This is pretty important and new to know. So anybody in a restricted area, it seems like, cannot add new money to their trading account. can only turn on auto compound. You cannot do anything manual anymore. You cannot manually roll bonus over into trading and can only withdraw the bonus. Of course, right now the bonus is on a company-wide pause, and they talk about it in this next note. You can put in for bonus withdrawals once the company takes off the corporate-wide pause after they fix the miscalculation issues. Withdrawals are still being processed, all right? And I actually have heard that last night, a lot of people received some withdrawals from earlier in this month and late in April. Now, I haven't, but we digress and we move forward, right? Business as usual. Go to help desk in your back office, type in cancellation policy. It will tell you how to take out your money. All right, so here's where we're getting into what I think may be conflicting information. This is just my opinion, which I am free to share, all right? It says, Dr. Zizi is the only leader talking to Cynthia. No other leaders know any more than what we all know. Dr. Zizi will verbally pass down the info to the other leaders, and they will tell their downlines. Now, no shade to Dr. Zizi. I know Dr. Zizi indirectly. I know of him, I should say. We have never had a personal conversation, and I do believe he knows of me through some of the same mutual relationships that we have. But one thing that I do not know is the 100% truth, just in my opinion, is that Dr. Zizi is the only leader talking to Cynthia. Now, he could be. Very well could be. But I don't know that to be 100% the fact. So I'll just leave that where that is. I do trust Dr. Zizi's ability to relay information. He's a pro in this space. He's doing great things in this space. He's many of you's upline that may not be a part of my team or BTGI or any of the other teams that are out there in the world. But Dr. Zizi is a great leader in this space. So it seems to me that possibly this note that was written, that was since deleted, was possibly written from Dr. Zizi. Now, I don't think Dr. Zizi has a YouTube presence. I don't know that for a fact yet. But I don't know, in my opinion, I don't know that Dr. Zizi understood the gravity of the announcement that he made. I understand that we always want to protect this house of Novatech. That's my opinion. I think we should do everything that we can. But when you start to tell people to not share their personal opinions, that gets into a gray area from a human rights standpoint. Because we all should have the ability to share our personal opinions about things. Now, different influence garners different attention. And I know this video is going to be seen by a lot of people. So I don't want there to be a conflicting message. I support whatever Novatech decides to do. So if they ever decide to officially tell me, hey, you need to take all your Novatech videos down, and if that's the case, I will then follow up and ask, how do we continue to keep our people updated? What I thought about doing when I saw that note initially was, of course, keeping all my videos up until I got an official notice, because for me, I was feeling a little bit raging against the machine, even though I'm rooting for the machine. I didn't believe that because of, I don't believe that we compromise Novatech with what we share. I think Novatech compromises Novatech with what they share and the different things that they do that we don't have no control over here. All right. And what this starts to insinuate is that it's the people that share this opportunity's fault that Novatech is going through these issues. And as far as I'm concerned, it's not our fault that Novatech is going through the issues that they're going through. As a matter of fact, we've been doing the best that we can to hold Novatech up while they're going through these issues, while also encouraging people to understand that this space in general is a space that you need to be diversified in if you plan on staying here. Because we have seen even our most favorite platform go through some issues. So no platform is exempt from issues. I think, and I hope everyone understands that by now. All right. So I just wanted to kind of mention that. I'm going to go through the rest of this little note here. Always check out the official Novatech channel for the official word, right? I always tell people that. I said, you can take my opinion for what it is. It's an opinion, right? but always go to the official group. They have it there for a reason. There's 30,000 people in it for a reason, all right? Because it is providing information, and it is supposed to be the official voice. It's supposed to be the breath of Novatech. And what we're experiencing here is that there is conflicting messages from the breath of Novatech. Why else would they take that post out? So let's continue on. Bob Bearden and Heather of the Golden Team, who are the leaders holding this meeting, will try to extend it to more people and reschedule Dr. Zizi at a later date. And this is something that they said is a quote. Well, is a quote. They said, "She appreciates us. Let's keep focused. This is a great gift that God has given us to make a great impact in other lives. We can only do that if we keep working and ignore the people who are trying to destroy our company. Only God can do that. Thank you, and keep praying for us." I have always been in the vein that Novatech is here to help people. That has always been my message. And I'm not one of those people that are trying to tear Novatech down. I think that's fairly obvious. There are people that come from me because of my own personal opinions about Novatech and them being positive and not being along the narrative that it's a Ponzi scheme or that it's some scam or scheme or fraud. You know, while all these platforms that we are in today run that risk, and we know that from Jump Street, we've known that for 2 years. If you don't understand that by now, then you're not paying attention. You're not watching. You're just watching Novatech videos. You're not watching everything else that goes on here. And I already know there are a lot of people that don't watch any other videos but the Novatech videos that I bring, because they ask me, "Hey, BLJ, are you in anything else?" And I'm like, literally have a whole channel full of stuff that I'm in. So people telling themselves. But at the end of the day, our goal here at BOJ is never to tear down Novatech. Our goal is to uplift Novatech. We will continue to do the best that we can to uplift Novatech until Novatech reaches out to us and says that they no longer believe that our message is matching up with what they believe in. If that's ever the case and they ask me to refrain from putting any Novatech content up, if I get an email from them saying, and it's an official Novatech email, and I get it confirmed through the channels that I have of getting information confirmed, then we're going to continue to talk about our journey here. And this is no shade to Dr. Zizi or whoever may have wrote that note. But at the end of the day, it is my personal opinion that you need some people out here that are willing to put themselves out there to talk about what they believe in. And especially if Novatech is one of those things that they believe in. Now, there are going to be plenty of people that say that Novatech is not what they believe in and that Novatech is this and that and the third. And you can't really stop them either. I think, in my opinion, the best thing that Novatech can do is really just do what they've asked us to do. Stay focused on what it needs to do to be what it needs to be for its community. Because right now, if everyone all over the world is having the same issues, Novatech is the same with everyone. It's having its battles and its struggles. And just because people are sharing, and I've always felt like this, even though I respect companies' decisions to decide whether they want to go private or not, I've always felt like this. Always felt that people should be able to share their own personal opinions. And sometimes when people ask to go private, you know, there's two types of people that'll ask you to go private. Well, then there might be more, but I know these for a fact. There are ones that don't like that people are out here sharing these opportunities and making the amount of crypto and cranking out that affiliate commission that they are. They don't like that because they don't have the confidence to go out there and do the same thing. So they sit back, and while they're fans of a platform and while they're fans of an opportunity, they will sit there and hate on the people that are sharing these opportunities. I've been when I'm in different leadership councils and different stuff like that and all this different stuff that people offer to me and different stuff, if I ever decide to do it, I'm always just a fly on the wall. And I can see how the different leaders out there, they really don't like people that share these opportunities for whatever reason. And I don't think that those people are very much of that leadership vein. Now, we can always pivot on how we share. But I do believe that every company needs to be advertised at some capacity. if they want to grow. People need to know about them, whether it be through word of mouth, whether it be through social media posts, which is the ultimate advertising tool of today. You know, and of course, we don't want to rock the boat here at BOJ. I want to make sure that's clear. And this may be a longer note than I really wanted to leave. But I'm saying this to say this. Here, we're going to do everything that we can to bring information about our personal journeys. If I'm going through it, I want to be able to talk about it, okay? And because we're going through some things with Novatech, good and bad, we're going to talk about it, all right? Now, when I get that official note, now I want to leave this last thing, okay? One thing that I will be doing, and pay attention for this, is I will be leaving my Novatech Telegram group, all right? I've had one established, but it's usually only been for the leaders, all right? But pretty soon I will be leaving my Novatech group in the description below, all right? And you will be able to find it, and you will be able to join it if that's what you want to do. This is not a group for everyone to be posting and all that stuff, sharing their opinions, all that. This is for me to bring updates that I feel are applicable to the community. And if we ever have to go off of YouTube, this goes the same with everything else that has have to go off of YouTube that we are still earning off currently. Bring a Telegram group and we'll share our updates there, all right? If you are not in the Telegram group, make it your business to try to get in it, all right? And the Telegram group will be in the description below. So please look there before you email me, because I don't have all my links just saved somewhere where I can just send them to you. I don't do it like that. I leave it for other people to make the choice whether they do that, because I'm not out here trying to get nobody to do nothing. I'm just trying to show y'all what I'm doing. And Novatech has allowed me to show it in this capacity for a long time with no issue, all right? I do believe that the leaders know my heart. They know what we are trying to do here at BOJ, and at the crux of it all, we're just trying to keep people informed. We're also trying to share our journey in this space. And me personally, I don't like feeling stifled from that. I don't. That's just my personal opinion, because this is what I do. I share, and I want to continue to share, good and bad, because it teaches lessons in this space, ladies and gentlemen. So anyway, I digress. It's a little bit of a rant, but all in all, that post is gone. So I guess there was some conflicting opinions about how it was rolling out and what it made people feel like and what it was insinuating and all the different stuff that happens when people put out posts like that. And we've seen it before, so obviously it tells me that there's a chance we'll see it again. But if we are continuing to see it, that is a good thing in a sense of knowing that Novatech is here. It hasn't ran off anywhere. It hasn't gone and stolen people's money and just closed up shop like we've seen many things do. It is still here. We're still logging in. Of course, I haven't seen returns for last Friday. We've talked about that and all that different stuff. We're being patient. While being patient, we are exploring other opportunities. We are flourishing in those opportunities because we have decided that we will not quit. We have decided that we're not going to let one platform dictate our success, because we can have success in many different ways, in many different facets. And Novatech has been an amazing, amazing opportunity. And I hope and pray and believe that Novatech will continue to be that. And it may take some time to get back on its feet. We've been more than willing to give Novatech its time here at BOJ. More than willing, all right? But when it comes down to stifling the voices that are giving positive, information out there, maybe think about those people before you make generalized statements that say nobody can share their personal opinion on Novatech. I don't believe that was the direction that they really wanted to go. I do believe there was emotion behind that. And man, when you get emotion behind business, man, that's when you start having some issues. So anyway, again, just my opinion, just wanted to share it. With that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all your wallets, because crypto is indeed the wild, wild west, y'all. If you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked, all right? Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, hit subscribe. You want to be notified, hit the bell, please, sir, please, ma'am. don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if he gets you, there's nothing I can do to help you. All right, so stay diligent in this space, ladies and gentlemen, and in the comment section. And I will continue to see what comes out about Novatech over the next coming days. Look in the official group, ladies and gentlemen. Stay involved with the official group. You'll see some of this stuff. Whether it stays up there or whether it's gone, somebody's going to clip it, Novatech. So, you know, be careful about what you decide to put in this group, because it affects a lot of people. And I don't think they may have even known how many people it was going to affect with a note like that. But I'm still optimistic. I'm still positive, and we're going to continue to move forward. This is Novatech. I will see y'all in the next Novatech video. This is my personal opinion. Peace out.